Morning.
Breakfast?
We'll get something there.
Daddy, look.
Pretty. Love you.
Love you.
Overnight, 7 VIPs went missing in the LA area.
Sir, do we have any idea?
Hang on, hang on.
Why have all the cars stopped working?
You have to get out of Los Angeles.
We're gonna be all right.
Whoever's behind this attack knows exactly what they're doing.
I couldn't get Charlie.
I'll go get him.
Oh my God.
Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI. Yahawah is the Heavenly Father's true name in the ancient Hebrew, and YAHAWASHI is the name of his only begotten Son, the Savior of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Salutations, peace, love, and blessings to the house of David, the YAHAWAH, which is the elect, the men, women, and children that are chosen to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel. Double honor to the apostles of great millstone who I learned this truth from. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the men that pushing the gospel of Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi in all sincerity and all truth. All right, so I just wanted to, say a few words. I've been watching this show on Netflix. It's called The Colony, and it's basically about downtown LA. Got basically invaded, and by outside of this world extraterrestrial entities, whatever. But basically, I was just watching the start of the second season. I'm on the second season. The start of the second season shows the up and coming hours of the invasion, because the first season just goes straight into how the people were living while being overtaken by their as they call them, their hosts, which were the extraterrestrial invaders. But the second season starts with how that all started. And I was just thinking about how these people in this time, because we're in the end days, man. We're in the last days of Esau's rulership. This kingdom ruling, and this kingdom is going to go down with great violence. All right, it's going to go down with a lot of bloodshed. But even before that happens, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen in this world, and particularly here in the daughter of Babylon, that the average Joe Smo, all right, the average Israelite, I should say, because the hell with these heathens, but the average Israelite is not mentally or physically or spiritually prepared for it. Okay, and these people, mainly our people, they have that sense of carelessness, sense of nothing can ever happen. They're complacent, they're docile, okay, and they don't ever even think about something tragic happening, on a wide scale. But that's exactly what's going to happen to this place, man. When you read the scriptures, you understand, the prophecies about the last days, and how like much destruction is going to be. You will be, the only right mind frame to be in is watching and praying that you are worthy to escape these things, as Yahawashi said. Watch therefore and pray always. That you are counted worthy to escape the things that are coming, man. Okay? Because in the show, they got hit with an EMP attack, and even now, you had North Korea threatening to do that, to hit America with an EMP attack, which you know, you had even American scientists saying that if that was to happen, that 90% of America's population would die within like 3 years or something like that. And that's because of what? Because everything runs off electricity. Okay, even the car, you know, that we're driving in, they got a CPU. All right, the computer in the car is actually what's driving the car. You know, it's a gas, yeah, but without the CPU system working, the car's not going anywhere. You know, all your smartphones, your smart cars, everything. You know, everything technologically, you know, advanced. All right, but in the show, everybody got hit with an EMP. You know, Los Angeles, because that's where the show is based out of. We got hit with an EMP attack, and people wasn't really sure what was going on. You know, they wasn't really sure. They was just, you know, trying to rationalize everything. Oh, you know, it's just a power outage. You know, blah 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 blah. But as time went on, you know, people were getting more and more afraid. And, you know, that's exactly what's going to happen in this place, man. You know, because these people in this world, like I said, man, they're just docile and careless, okay? These people don't think about, they don't think about the destruction, okay? They don't think that America has any, they don't think that America can be harmed. Now, we see all these things that Trump is doing, okay? As of right now, he's starting a trade war with, you know, not only his enemies, all right, enemy countries, but his own allied countries. You know, he's getting into a war with. Now, why would you get into a war, economical war with your allies? You know, because Trump is all about this American first mentality. And what's that going to end up doing, which is all lined up with the biblical prophecy, is going to end up making America more and more isolated. All right, it's going to make America more and more distant from every other country. Now, these countries already don't really like America. Okay, they only do business with America because of conveniency. You know, it's because it's convenient to do business with America. But as the scripture says, you know, they that live, all the nations that live so deliciously with her. These nations have been living deliciously with America, and that's what even Trump is saying. You know, Trump is saying that, oh, America has these the bad end of all deals. That every so-called deal that America has is bad. You know, but now that he's trying to turn the tides and, you know, make these other countries pay up, these countries ain't feeling that. And it's ironic and hypocritical because every country that America established itself on, every treaty or deal that America established itself on was bad. Okay, just look back at the 500 treaties that America established. Okay, with the Native Americans, they have you know, broken every single one of those treaties, man. So now, you know, the Lord has put into the mind of Trump, you know, which he's probably being spoken, you know, he's just a puppet for the elite. But regardless, the Lord put into the minds of these elites to have Trump to do this, okay? And once again, it's only going to make it worse and worse for America. Now, what this is going to cause, it's going to cause a destruction in everyday society, everyday life in people in this society, all right? But that's the thing, man. You see, the people the men, and mainly the men, all right, because we're the nation, man. We're the heads of our nation. You know, starting with the prophets, the watchmen, all right. Those men that are watching, you know, we are girding up our minds, and not only doing that, but we're warning the other sheep of all these things that are happening, because all these things happening is going to lead to a very great wrath, man. It's going to lead to a time that has never been, you know, in America, and it's going to lead to a time that's never been upon the face of the earth. Okay, it's going to lead to wars, like race wars. All right, it tells you that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, that there's going to be sedition among men, people invading one another. Why? Because when this economy collapses because of the deals and because of how everything that we see are happening in the news, you know, you got these different nations, superpower nations, going away from using the U.S. dollar as the currency to trade oil in. That's going to lead to a stock market crash and a dollar collapse. All right. So when now your dollar can't buy you things as it used to because it's going to be hyperinflation. What is that going to cause? It's going to cause people to, every man for themselves type of mode, man. All right. So that's why the scripture says it's going to be invading one another, for a lack of bread. Okay? For a lack of bread, they're going to be invading their neighbors. All right? Destroying, their houses, man. Okay? You're going to have martial law in these streets, which is something in that show that show also shows, they got curfews. And Esau, this government, already been doing trial runs with that over there in St. Louis, Ferguson. Okay? They had it over there in various different parts of the country where people have been, mainly Jake, been protesting, about certain deaths and police shootings and such things of that nature. But you just also had Donald Trump just basically tear up that bill that Obama had, because Obama stopped, regular policemen from militarizing. But Trump just gave the police force basically the opportunity to get militarized weapons again. So you're going to see these regular policemen, they're basically militarizing the police. You're going to see these regular policemen with, tanks and Humvees and, military grade guns. All these things are the woes that are coming, man. Okay? And, right now people don't see that happening, man. They don't think that that's even a possibility. They don't think that their so-called government is capable of doing that. But they're not only capable, they're willing, and they will do it. All right. But like in that show, once the coming hours, once they start to see how real it was getting, people were breaking down, man. All right. Women and children were just crying and distraught. All right. Men were putting their trust in their weapons, and those weapons, they stood no chance, man. All right, they stood no chance in that attack that was coming from, like I said, the extraterrestrial invasion. But when YAHAWASHI comes in, hey, that's gonna be this place is already gonna be destroyed once when YAHAWASHI comes. But before that, which is I'm getting into, the actual Jacob's trouble, which the scriptures calls it, and that's mainly what I'm getting at, man. Because our people, man, they don't think, they don't have a clue, and that's what when you go into the 70 AD when YAHAWASHI prophesied about that, 40 years in advance, the Lord prophesied, man. He told Israel, he told them about what was going to happen, and he told them what to do when that time came. Now, when you go into history, when I believe that was Vespasian, Vespasian, if I'm not mistaken, when he came and ransacked Jerusalem, you had a lot of Israelites that were caught unaware, man. A lot of our people died because they did not take heed. They didn't have any warning. But they did have a warning, but they didn't believe in the warning. All right? And this is the warning right here. Luke 21:17, it says, "And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let none of them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled." Okay? So the Lord told him, man, and this right here, this is going to happen again. All right? But spiritually speaking, because Jerusalem is the people before it's a place. When Yahawashi said this actually occurred. But now it applies to this time because this devil is going to come down upon he's going to come down upon the world, as it says in Revelation 12 and 12. Woe unto the inhabitants of the world, for the devil will come down upon you, having great wrath, because you know if he has but a short time. All right. So Esau with his martial law troops, the UN, all right, the UN hat. It's funny because in the show Colony, they call them the red hats. All right, but in reality, they're the blue hats, man. The UN troops, man, they wear blue hats. You know, but when this happens, man, our people, which are primarily in, like, you know, urban cities, big cities, whatever, you know, primarily, okay, those people, they're going to be done, man. They're because they're not thinking about this actually happening. You know, they don't consider the plans that this devil, you know, has in store, man. Yes, this devil wants to implement his new world order, and he wants to chip everybody, man. Okay? He wants to chip everybody so that he can have complete omnipresent like power, man, to know where everybody is at all times. Okay? This is what this devil wants. He wants to be like the Most High, as the scripture says. And not only that, but he wants to kill the majority of you Israelites, man. Hell, he really wants to kill all of you. But if he doesn't kill you, he wants to do what? He wants to have you as straight up cattle, man. All right, he's talking about these Rockefellers, these Rothschilds, all right, the elite central bankers, man. That's why they're going to collapse this dollar, because they're going to they want to bring in, and they're going to try to bring in, it's going to be implemented, all right, it's going to become mandatory, their new currency, their new world currency, all right, which is going to be by way of that RFID chip, which in the Bible is the mark of the beast, man. All right, when people that's not taking heed to the warning that the Lord has sent out by way of his prophets, you're not going to be able to escape, man. You're not going to have any aid, no type of safety. And this is time, and we're not talking about no times that are far off, man. Okay, because that's what these people thought when Yahawashi said that, man. You know, that's why there's so many people, so many Israelites got destroyed. Now, guess what? The ones who took heed to what Yahawashi said, they escaped, man. Those people that believe the prophecy that Yahawashi spoke about the abomination of desolation spoken about by the prophet Daniel, those that believe Yahawashi's prophecy and his warning, when they seen the troops coming, all right, the Roman troops coming, they ran. They didn't go back. How the Lord said, you know, don't go. If you're on the rooftop, don't go back into your house to try to get anything. If you're in the field, don't try to go back into the field to get anything. You just gotta get out. They did that, man, and that's what we're doing spiritually, you know, because obviously we can't run anywhere, you know. And us here in Babylon, there's nowhere to run but unto YAHAWAH Shemawashai. And that's why the scripture says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and those that run to it are safe. All right? So those that have trust and faith in YAHAWAH Shemawashai to deliver us, that's where we're going to get deliverance from. All right? And it also says that, this is crazy. But basically, man, you know, oh, yeah, there you go, the water. That when the enemy should come in like a flood, the Lord, Yahweh, shall lift up a standard against them. So that's our hope, okay? That we are those men, all right, that just put our complete trust in YAHAWAH when the time comes, and the Lord will deliver us from out of the hands of our adversaries, man. Okay? Because the scripture tells you that we're going to have to live like a pilgrim. So the Lord might guide us. Not might. The Lord will guide us, you know, when that time comes, where these storm troopers are coming and these German troopers You know, when they come in and busting in through doors, and the Lord, the Spirit of YAHAWASHI is going to deliver us, man. Okay? The Lord is going to make a way for us to escape from these said perils that are coming. Why? Because we believe on His word. We took heed to the warning. Just like those ones that fled out of Judea, how they took heed to the warning of what Yahweh said. Okay, but this is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It says, "But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night." And we do know that perfectly, man. We know that the times that are coming of the day of the Lord and the destruction and the famines and the woes and the pestilence, we know that that's going to come, you know, as a thief in the night, man. Hey, it only takes one so-called false flag to happen for all out hell to break loose, man. It takes one so-called pestilence being loose, all right, which in that show, it was a mini-series called Contamination. It shows you how the government leaked a deadly virus in Atlanta, man. Okay? So it only takes one of those, and it was deadly and highly contagious. So it only takes one of those for a mass, you know, a mass pandemic pestilence to be out in these streets. All right? You see how people was freaking out over the Ebola that was happening, that Ebola scare. Now you had this flu season, whatever. Yeah, massive people died off of the flu, man. So the Lord's going to intensify these things. And like I said, the majority, the masses of people in Babylon, man, they're just all lost in the Babylonian sauce, man. They're just through. They're through. They don't have, they're not going to make it, man. It's just, you see how people are. You see how just the simplicity of people's minds, man, thinking that it's just no possible way for these such events to occur. When the Lord turns up the fire, when the Lord turns up the heat on this place, if you are not rooted and grounded in the faith of YAHAWASHI, you're gonna just bug the hell out, man. The scriptures tells you, Yahweh said that people's heart are gonna fail them for fear, man. People are gonna literally catch heart attacks and die. Okay, mighty men are gonna be crying bitterly, man. Okay, but it says for verse 3 in 1 Thessalonians 5, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So you're not going to escape it. All right? You're not going to, these people are not going to be able to escape, man. And hell, we wouldn't be able to escape unless the Lord is on our side, man. Unless YAHAWASHI is directly dealing with us, we're not going to survive this, man. This devil has intricate plans on tactical plans on how to do this thing, man. Okay, he's being very strategic with these moves. All right, because he knows that he has but a short time, so he's trying to upset the prophet. He's trying to perfect his ability to be God, but it's not going to work because he didn't think of the latter end. He didn't think that he didn't be mindful of the fact that he's not God. He didn't be mindful of the fact that Yahweh, all right, is control of all this thing, man. He wasn't mindful of the fact that the Lord hates him. The creator of heaven and earth hates him, and that the Lord is always going to be dealing with his people, Israel. Okay, now the majority of Israel is going to be destroyed, but the Lord has his remnant, man. And it's only the remnant that is going to escape. But as the scripture says, when they shall say peace and safety, and what these people, the mentality of these people are in, all right? As it says in Luke 17 chapter, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage and did not think, you know, just like how they was during the time of Noah, all right? Until the flood came and took them all away. Hey, that flood is coming, man, all right? The flood of destruction, the flood of death, all right? The flood of famine, the flood of war, all right, the flood of just complete chaos and uncomfortability for time on out, okay? This complete, over and over, day after day uncomfortability, that time is coming. And that's why we were instructed to meditate on these things and pray and watch. Because if you're watching, you're seeing the signs and you're knowing that it's getting nearer and nearer, man. Then that's why it says in verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. And that's who? The men that are diligently watching, man. We're not in darkness. You're seeing these articles, okay, the trade wars, these these nuclear missile talks, okay, the stock market, these countries going away from the dollar. We're not in darkness. We're seeing the signs, man. We're watching diligently upon our watch. All right? So we're not in darkness. So that day is not going to overtake us as a thief. Because that right there is going to be the main catalyst of, complete pandemonium and just chaos. It's the fact that it happened so suddenly, and it's the fact that nobody has answers. That the people are not going to have answers, man. Because when you don't have answers, that just heightens your fear more and more and more. Because they're going to try to rationalize it, man. Okay, but then it's going to get to the point where it's just going to be so overwhelming for the majority of people, they're just going to just bug out of their mind. But because we have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, all right, we're going to do what? We're going to be able to be stable. That's going to make us stable, man. Hey, knowledge is power, man. And the highest, what is the higher knowledge than the knowledge of YAHAWASHI? That's what's going to make us powerful in that day, man. As the scripture says, our people shall be willing in the day of that power. If knowledge is power, and we have the knowledge of the times, we have the knowledge of YAHAWASHI, these people are going to be willing in that day, man, to come with us, all right, to try to take hold of our garments, as it tells you in Zechariah the 8th chapter, the 23rd verse, man. Okay? Because we are what? Verse 5, we are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. All right? So we are not of darkness, man. We see clearly what's happening, man. We see clearly and understand perfectly what's coming up the pipeline. All right? Yeah, we go throughout our day-to-day, acting as if, everything is normal, but we damn sure know that shit ain't normal, man. Okay? America is crumbling, and it's not going to resolve. It's not going to bounce back. Okay? The mantra of "Make America Great Again," that's a falsity. It's not going to become great again. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse until it gets destroyed, man. All right? That's what it is. But the people who are not watching, the people who are just heads down, zombified, all right? Zombified Babylonians, specifically you Israelites, 2/3 of you zombified Israelites, man, you're through. Okay, and it's going to be a great destruction. Okay, a great time of mourning and sorrows, man, for you. All right, but us that's in this know, us that are children of the day, us that are not asleep, we got to stay on our watch and stay continually praying and asking the YAHAWASHI to keep us in the faith and keep us diligently seeking, man. All right? Hey, brothers are having visions. Okay, people that are not even in the truth is having visions. And that's all according to prophecy, too. Lord say He's going to pour out His Spirit upon all flesh. Lord willing, I'm going to do a sit-down on that, too, because I have a personal testimony of somebody that said that she had a vision. Okay, but, I'm going to end it out with there, man, Lord willing. This is just edifying. I just want to, speak on it real quick. All praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI and Shalom.